Alright, we are back on the rim. It is time for another episode. So, where we left off, we were trying to get microelectronics, I believe. I wanted to mess around with kind of some of the new ship stuff, so I think one of the first things I do here is build 2 more thrusters to put on the ship. We still have an impid dying in our trap tunnel. That's a good place for an impid to die. So, good job, impid. And I'm deciding where I want to put my thrusters. And I think right next to the other thrusters probably makes the most sense. So, we'll get that going. And not a lot happens here for a little bit, so we're gonna kind of speed through this. Still mining resources, getting as many components as we can, so that we can get those EMP grenades. And kind of want to get in the position to try the grav core again. So we had this guy fall from the sky. That was Julio's father, and we patched him up and let him leave. So Julio, your father's still out there. We accepted a random join here. He was bad. And then this was a mech quest with no problem causer, so I decided no problem causer mech was probably worth picking up. And we get three dudes that we don't care about, so I'm gonna go have them mine a node. And I also kind of realized that they're eating our food. So I'm gonna have them go attack this mech cluster a little bit earlier than, I need to, but I don't really want to try to feed 9 people right now, because I am running low on food. So the best way to get rid of people that eat food is to send them into battle. But I think I decided that I needed to get the last of that steel mine, and then it would be a good time for them to go do their fight. And we start microelectronics, really just trying to knock out a lot of research. There is not a whole lot going on right now. So this is a test I did. I was curious if I could destroy that before drop pods happen. Turns out that doesn't work at all. So was worth a try, but it obviously failed. They dropped anyway, and that was the expected outcome. I'm glad that they didn't attack. Mechs will not attack. Oh, this is me also getting rid of the guy that we didn't like all that much. He is our religion, so he'll give us a mood bonus when he dies, because we can go say some nice words about him, as we're doing right there, and everybody's happier. So that's good. We get a Neanderthal raid, and the Neanderthals aggro the mechs, because we happen to have a trade caravan here too, so this is very easy for us to handle, because the Neanderthals attack the mechs, and now the trade caravan's attacking the mechs, so there's not a whole lot we have to do here, just kind of repair our walls. I was going to go help, but then I decided against it. No reason to help. This was new and I thought was interesting. They're the caravan's animals, not their trade animals, but their animals for sale, came and helped them and fought for them. That is not at all what what used to happen. Like I have never seen that before, where like their chickens and their horses came and fought the mechs. That's actually, it makes trade caravans much stronger at defending themselves against stuff, which is kind of cool. And so we're gonna go through this kind of quick because not a whole lot happens here. I decide that I want some drugs, and I pretty much just wait for them to grow, because that's a good way to get some drugs. Is, yeah, you wait for them to grow, and you do the research for them. I just get the wood out of the benches, and I make I make our research benches into stone based. I have a bunch of stone right now, and I'm not really using it for anything, so there's no reason to save it or to waste material. I was looking around planning my route there of like how I was gonna fly, just trying to get a gauge on where my next grav core is that I want to try to head for. And I also make a discovery around this time that if I build over my benches outside, so there's like a little bit of a roof area, but it's still, this surprised me. It's considered a workshop because I don't really have any non-workshop things in there. Alright, it looks like we're taking off. And there we go. To the next jungle node. Oh, I tried a new, I'm trying to hit these little nodes that have like points of interest. This one was an island. I guess that's like a rare structure where there's a river coiling all the way around like that. I ended up not even staying on the island. I just landed over here because I wanted the rich soil. But kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. I expected it to be more of an island, like more centered. Instead, to me, that's more of a peninsula. Because, you know, it's 3 sides, not 4. So we're just planting stuff and kind of doing the same stuff we've been doing. Monkey attacked us and we killed it. Incredible stuff. I did a bunch of rituals there just to get our rituals on cooldown. Might as well. And then here comes the pigs. We get some pig attack going on. Now, I thought this was quite a few for the amount of people we had. I was kind of worried about this one, I'm not gonna lie. So I of course rush out and start firing at them. I manage this pig is insane. He is the greatest fighter anyone has ever seen. Nails the Molotov. Isaac, once again the first to take damage, our wimp. And would you believe Isaac is down. Shot. This guy was a master shot. Because he shot Isaac and then he shot Fortune Favors to the point that they can barely get across the river. This was looking bad. I was feeling like I was in trouble here. And then Fortune Favors eats a grenade, so I was proud of that one too. But makes it back to our base. I expected the pigs to get through this. Can't remember if they do. I don't think they do. I think they end up dying and not getting through our trap tunnel, which is good. I guess none of them were on go juice or anything. Like, that's usually you have like a go juice pig that just spams through all your traps and takes a zillion damage and just doesn't care. So it's good to see the pigs fail. And And yeah, I mined some more steel to get some more ore, bury some pig corpses, rebuild my trap tunnel. I'm gonna have to start building traps out of steel more. Like, wooden traps are just trash compared to steel traps. And I mean, I knew that, but I think I didn't, or I guess I don't really. Yeah, here's where I figured out that I could build the roof, and then it was treated as a workshop, which is kind of insane. It's kind of really good. But yeah, I need to start using steel traps more, because they are just way better than wooden traps, and I don't need to make the trap tunnel as long, and I don't need to waste a bunch of time cutting down wood and hauling wood around. So we move again here. Again, just kind of picking a node where it was a new thing. This one was called an ancient heat vent, which I didn't know what it was, so I looked at it there. To explain what it is, it basically just heats up the map once they turn on. I actually expected the ancient heat vent to be way more interesting, but it really wasn't very interesting. And once they turned on, they were just on. I don't know if I stayed longer, like maybe they would have turned off eventually. But while I was on this map, they were just on for the rest of the time. And even though it's winter, it's like 30 degrees Celsius outside. So it actually just helped me. It made my crops grow when otherwise they might have been stunted a little bit by the weather, but we're in a pretty warm area of the map anyway, so it wouldn't have been a big deal. Again, we're just refilling our coffers with rice. We're getting our stuff. We had 2 lovers, so I built a double bed. I think it was Miss Chips and Isaac, I believe. We're into each other. A center drop just happened, and this is the fastest raid imaginable, our second pig raid. They center dropped into our trap tunnel, so they all just killed themselves immediately on the traps. We didn't really take too much damage. I was annoyed that they broke my door, and then I couldn't capture them, but I do try to save them. I think I saved one. I'm just trying to do it for the rep gain. Just trying to get some rep. So, pretty good. We failed to save one, but the other one lives and has a bunch of dependencies on drugs, but such is life, don't we all? Not too much exciting going on. So I build my EMP, got that going. Then I decide I have way too much steel, so I start getting some real growing going on. Try to trade off some of my wealth to a passing group. Use pretty much the last of our sub, what do you call it, the paneling that we have to use for the ship, but we now have hydroponics. We have 6 hydroponic cells, and we have 1,000 more wattage to throw around using chemfuel, so I thought that was a pretty good way to spend 700 steel. And then our last jump here, we're gonna debated between going to a mushroom forest or going to this ruins. And holy smokes, the ruins looks pretty sweet. I haven't looked too much into this. We're just getting our planting started, just getting ready to settle here. I'm hoping the next episode something more interesting happens, but that's what happened for this one.